you see now. A blind man and a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro. On me at the blast from the task force.
Too many families that's been affected by wrongful death. This system and this country has tore apart my family and our family. You can't have a black family and be together. How many more funerals do we gotta go to? And how many more scenes of the crime do we gotta watch them chalk out black figures on the concrete before we realize that the only way for us to ever get out of this predicament is to struggle to survive? We want to change, we gotta fight for it. Ain't nobody gonna give it to us.
Everything I ever say, whether it's good or bad, is coming from my heart.
Yeah.
And if it's wrong, then, you know, God ain't finished with him yet. Let him check me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it as it comes from my heart because that's what we need. Obviously, when, you know, I seen all of that. I seen the crack babies, all of that. So nothing America can show me, nothing these critics, nothing, nobody can show me, can back me down.
This is all I want to say. For all them people that doubt me, I had no record all my life. Okay? No record, no police record, until I made a record. As my video was debuting on MTV, I was behind bars getting beat up by the police department. I got a $10 million lawsuit. They said they would settle with me and everything. You know what I'm saying? But nobody cared about that. That wasn't blew up all in the news. They didn't see me. They did not see me on TV with my eye busted, my head busted. There's pictures of those.
In Oakland,
yes, in Oakland. You don't see them pictures. You see pictures of Tupac coming out of jail in cuffs. You don't see pictures of the police standing over me beating my brains in. You don't see that. But I see that. That's what I see. You know what I'm saying? So it's all real.
Good morning. My name is John Burris, and I am here today with my client Tupac Amour Shakir, as well as other members of the Digital Underground rap group and some members of the Digital Underground rap group, a combination of the various groups.
Basically, I walked across the street, 17th and Broadway. The police officer stopped me on the sidewalk and asked to see my ID. They sweated me about my name. The officers said, "You have to learn your place." They were charging me with jaywalking, so I was riffing, arguing about why would they charge me with such a petty crime. So I kept yelling, asking them to give me my citation and let me go about my business. Next thing I know, my face was being buried into the concrete and I was laying face down in the gutter, waking up from being unconscious in cuffs with blood on my face, and I'm going to jail for resisting arrest. That's harassment to me, that I have to be stopped in the middle of the street and checked like we're in South Africa and asked for my ID. Officer Boyvic repeatedly slammed my face into the floor while Rogers put the cuffs on me. That's not called for jaywalking.
Trouble always seemed to find Shakur, who found himself in numerous scrapes with the law.
Shakur's police record included charges of shooting at police, carrying a loaded gun, and assault.
An intoxicated off-duty police officer was harassing someone.
A black kid.
A black kid. Pac said something to him. Pac was in the car with the homies, like 2 cars, and they chose to come to the car and engage, and Pac wasn't the type of dude to back down, and they broke the passenger window, I think. The cop broke the passenger window, and they got shot in the ass. They ran and got shot in the ass, and
did they shoot at Tupac at all?
They had a gun.
They had a gun.
They were waving it.
Okay.
They was drunk. I mean, you know.
Right.
And at the time when they broke the window, it was hard to tell whether they were shooting or it was just, you know, breaking and busting the window.
Okay. So Tupac pulled out. He shot both of them? Or one of them?
One of them, I believe.
Okay. And now, I heard that this was somewhat of a changing point because up until that point, a black man shooting 2 white cops in the South and getting away with it was unheard of. It just never happened. And Tupac actually fought the case and ended up winning.
Yep.
Shakur was sentenced to 15 days in county jail, 30 days of community service, and a $2,000 fine for a battery conviction. The jury found Shakur guilty for attacking a music video director in 1990.
The room was me. Why am I the only one in court right now? Why is the cameras all on me? And in the report and all these charges, I didn't do nothing. I'm charged with being in concert with some guys. Well, where they at? Why me? Because I'm Tupac. No, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't want nobody else to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go to jail for something I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be the scapegoat. I want to be, only way I've been practicing my whole life to live my life is to be responsible for what I do. I don't know how to be responsible for what every black male did. I don't know. Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here. I'm not saying I'm a thug because I want to rob you and rape people and things. I'm a businessman. I mean, you know I'm a businessman because you find me at my places of business. You don't find me up in you know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. I don't understand
What do you think about the jury? You talked about the jury. You talked about the jury and the...
trial, and they say, you know, here's a rap star, here's an actor. What kind of stuff?
Rap star Tupac Shakur is in a hospital recovering from serious gunshot wounds as a New York jury deliberates his fate regarding sexual abuse charges. Police say Shakur was the victim of a robbery, and though the wounds were serious, he has been conscious and able to talk to his mother on the phone. Mark Shear has more.
Police say controversial rap star Tupac Shakur was entering the street-level lobby of an 8th-floor recording studio near New York's Times Square after midnight when 3 robbers confronted him and his friends.
They ordered him to the floor. Tupac resisted. He was shot numerous times, at least twice in the head, once in the left arm, once in the thigh, once in the groin area.
Shakur and his manager were hospitalized, Shakur undergoing an operation. The 3 assailants got away with jewelry, including about $40,000 worth of Shakur's gold chains and a ring. The rapper had spoken with reporters just hours earlier as a jury in sexual assault charges against him was beginning deliberations.
All I do is make rap. All I do is rap and talk loud. My biggest crime is talking loud.
This time, I spoke to Mama Feeney, and she was like, please come in here and Tretch and tell him to stay in the hospital because he wanted to check himself out immediately. I'm like, what you mean? I'm on my way to the hospital. Why is he trying to check out now? What's wrong? It's like, I don't know, come talk to him. When I went in and talked to him, he was like, yo, get me up out of here. I'm like, listen, you need to stay. You just got hit. Doctors need to do some tests. He was like, no, you don't understand. They gonna try to put some shit in my needles. They gonna put poison in my blood. His mentality was like thinking, he was so paranoid. He was thinking the doctors was out here. He was like, man, just get me out of here. So it was like, gotta go. But his mentality, he was totally paranoid after that, because he never thought in his days in his life that just somebody, his own people, could do something like that to him. So then he started thinking like, you know what? I already got that Panther gene in me. You know what? They gonna come after me. They gonna come after me because they hear the way I'm coming. I'm not coming the way they want. I'm very controversial. I'm getting that Bush, I'm getting at the politics. They gonna come after me, so he didn't trust none of that. First time I spoke to Mama Feeney, and she was like, please come in here and Tretch and tell him to stay in the hospital because he wanted to check himself out immediately. I'm like, what you mean? I'm on my way to the hospital. Why is he trying to check out now? What's wrong? It's like, I don't know, come talk to him. When I went in and talked to him, he was like, yo, get me up out of here. I'm like, listen, you need to stay. You just got hit. Doctors need to do some tests. He was like, no, you don't understand. They gonna try to...
No problem. This way. Right here. Come on.
Pac stood up, and it's the first thing you've heard him say in like 2 weeks of court. You know, Your Honor, and throughout this entire court case, you haven't looked me or my attorney in the eye once. It's obvious that you're not here in search of justice. So therefore, there's no point in me asking for a lighter sentence. I don't care what you do, because you're not respecting us. This is not a court of law as far as I'm concerned. No justice is being served here, and you still can't look me in the eye. And so I say, do what you want to do. Give me whatever time you want, because I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands. You can cut the tension in the courtroom with a knife. It moved the whole side of the prosecution. I didn't say it like Pac said it. The way Pac said it, everybody's eyes in the courtroom watered up. Nobody could speak for a minute. Brave motherfucker, yo. Woo.
Sir, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
I really got my ass beat. I really don't like police.
I didn't say that. Where you at right there? Oh, I didn't say that. That's not what it says.
Okay.
It says, I'm a victim for real. Everything I talk is for real. I really got my ass beat. I really don't like them. The interviewer wrote police.
Did you mean police?
No.
What did you mean?
I really don't like crooked police.
Okay. So you feel okay about other police?
Feel okay?
You like other police? You just don't like police? Is that your
police?
statement?
I like everybody that just does their job. I mean, it depends on, I don't know, personal. If I meet someone that's kind-hearted and that's true. And
talk loud. My biggest crime is talking loud.
The 23-year-old graduate of the Baltimore School of Performing Arts was forging a career not only in music, but in movies. His debut came in Ernest Nickerson's 1992 film Juice. In last year's Poetic Justice, he starred opposite Janet Jackson. But the son of a former Black Panther Party member has found himself on the police blotter almost as often as in the entertainment news. Shakur had 5 arrests in 1993 alone, including one on aggravated assault charges stemming from an Atlanta shootout with off-duty police officers. That case was dismissed. He was convicted earlier this year in Los Angeles of battery and carrying a concealed weapon. He became a target of then Vice President Dan Quayle's Family Values campaign after the killer of a Texas state trooper claimed the music on Shakur's album Tupacalypse Now made him do it. The trooper's widow is suing Shakur for negligence. In November of 1993, Shakur and 2 other men were charged with sodomy and sex abuse, as well as weapons charges, after a teenage fan accused Shakur of luring her to his New York hotel room and forcing her to perform oral sex on his friends. Tupac Shakur, the words "Thug Life" tattooed on his abdomen, seems bent on bolstering his gangster rap credentials by living the life as well as rapping about it. Mark Shearer, CNN Entertainment News, New York.
His mother didn't have a place, and he wanted to get out, and he wasn't gonna rap no more. And I was like, look, you can do what you want to for us rapping. You don't have to be with me, you don't have to be with nobody else, but you should rap for you. You should never be an artist to be for somebody else, be for yourself. So always do you. For it's your mom's, instead of getting an apartment, I'll buy our house. So I bought our house in Atlanta immediately. And like Pac wanted to send me some of his stuff, and I was like, nah, I don't need nothing. But at the time, I was like, knowing how I push, knowing how I feel about power, and I feel I am power, and I do believe in God. I know with that together, anything and everything can happen. I was like, there's probably a 98% chance I get you out. The first thing you got to do is, you know, shape it up, pull yourself together, and be ready to ride. We talked, we had our conversation, but Keisha played a real important role in making that phone call to help him. And I really, you know, my respect go out to her for that.
Experts said the 8 months he spent in prison did not affect Shakur's star status. In fact, they said it may have even added to his bad boy reputation.
In the area of gangster rap, this is...
Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole entire Death Row family on both sides, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to tell Tupac to keep his guards up. We riding with him. one other thing I'd like to say, any artists out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing, come to Death Row.
Fuck the police, Death Row, how we do this shit. Check it out. I'm stuck in jail, the DA trying to burn me, I'll be out on bail. If I had a good attorney, wanna label me a criminal and cuff me up. Got a pocket full of money, so they lock me up. I ain't tripping in the county in the bass fuck. Got a record, so they put me with the bass fuck. Everybody wanna talk cause I'm rapping. They asking me what happened, is it true you did a click with Janet Jackson? I can't sleep, they taking Polaroids. And I'm trying to use the phone, but they making noise. Man, I wish I had my Glock cause it's major. I'm making shakes out the plastics to razors. These motherfuckers won't leave me alone. That's my word. About to turn the violation to a motherfucking murder. I'm making collect calls to my own bitches, send more bitches, and make me some more riches. So all the suckers on the block talking shit when I was locked up. Be prepared to get socked up. Cause the game is deep, but the fame is brief. And you bullshit bitches ain't changing me. Came straight about the gutter, saved from hell. I'm a dog, I was raised in jail. So I'm out on bail. To my niggas in the back, we out on bail. To my niggas in the front, we out on bail. To my niggas in the back, we out on bail. To my niggas.
Besides that, we just pushing forward. Tupac, Death Row, next level. Tupac Shakur. So I want to be your nigga, not your man. So that's the song we got coming out with that.
What's up with the two most wanted?
Oh, we got two of America's Most Wanted. That's dropping with me and Snoop. That's the bomb song. That's the bomb song. Because, you know, me and Snoop are two of America's Most Wanted. Every time they talk about bad rap or violent, bad boys of rap, whatever, they always say me and Snoop. So we did a song together, like answering that. It's the bomb song. And when you see Tupac, all I'm going to be about is representing the West Coast, California, and showing how much love the West Coast got for everybody and how much beautiful music we're going to drop and how we always slam and how we always go platinum plus. Always. So basically that's the thing. Thank you everybody for supporting me. Love? There is no love for a thug. I was married, I ain't married no more. That just go to show you there's no heaven for a thug and there's no love for a thug. That's just how it is. So projects, I hope I could do that. I'm trying to do this song with D'Angelo right now. I just want to move forward, y'all, for real. I'm tired of the same old. I just want to take us to the next level. I just want to be somebody that my moms could be proud of, somebody that another black person my age could be proud of, somebody that if I have kids, my kids could be proud of. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to kill the world. I just want to be in the world, make a little money in this world.
But we're all proud of you already, Tupac. You know we have much love for you and what you've been through. I mean, the world is much.
And I appreciate the love, but I haven't even started yet. I just begun. You know what I mean? The world is an oyster. I just started. I'm finna run it. I'm finna do everything. I'm finna touch every level and everything. You know what I mean? I don't want to burn out. I want to be forever, eternal. You know what I mean? That's what Outlaw Immortal is. I want to be here forever. When I'm gone, I want my name to be here. So to do that, I got to do more than just the average man would do. I got to set a mark that can't nobody touch. And then when I set that mark, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it happen. And I guarantee it's going to happen for me on Death Row. And that's the type of thing that makes us act this way. Because all we trying to do is make a living. And when you stop us from making a living, what do we have left? But our survival skills. Dang, I mean, don't take that away. Rapping is all we really got now. And the only reason we talk harshly is because we live in harshly right now. When we all start living better, we all start talking better. Y'all know how bad it is out there. You watch the news like I watch the news. All these little kids dying. And the world just bugged out, man. It's not like it was way before when, you know, as we remember it. Even probably people older than me remember it different, like more quiet and calmer. I remember like problems, but it wasn't as bad as it is now for like the younger generation. So we have to be more compassionate.
They can't take the man from the money, take the money from the man.
Exactly. Take me from my money and put me in the jailhouse. Nigga was innocent like a motherfucker. My desire, my ambition, everything is increased. The change is unwise. Too cool to catch cold. It's alright, I got it, Steven.
You got it up there?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, late.
We put it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's producing that, Pa?
No, it's me and Jose Puente.
Yeah, Jose. Ricardo.
It's really his project, but he let me ride with him on this minority exchange program.
He who controlled the dance floor controlled the people.
Introducing the man of the hour, Monster!
I don't want nobody beating up the dance floor, but I can you dig it? They tell me there's something going on, but I can't hear that. Let's shut him down. Can you dig it?
I guess God didn't find no replacement for Tupac yet. As soon as God finds a replacement for Tupac, I'm gone. But until he do, I'll be here doing what he want me to do.
God has a plan, and the Bible unfolds that wonderful plan through the message of prophecy. God sent Jesus into this world to be our Savior, and that Christ is returning someday soon to unfold the wonderful plan of eternity for my life and your life. As long as we're cooperating with God by accepting Jesus Christ as our personal Lord.
They say Jesus is a con man, but he understands times in this crime land. My third nation, do what you gotta do, but know you gotta change. Try to find a way to make it out the game. I leave this and hope God can see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door? I leave this here. I leave this and hope God see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door?
I prayed to God every night. I still do that. I just wanted, I wanted God to know that even though I was going through the worst of times, I still recognized it as being something greater than myself, and that I'm not going to give up my faith just because it's going bad for me, because he was there when I was living good. So I just want him to know that, that I'm not no punk, I'm not soft-hearted, that when it gets bad, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't believe in God no more. I believe in God all the time, every day, all day, good and bad, rough and hard, 5 shots, jail time, everything, good time, $1 million, Benzes, all that. I always believe in God, because he gave it all to me.
Prove once and for all that all these people talking about an East Coast, West Coast war, they like the Judas was to Jesus. They only here to cause confusion. We here to bring money and to bring change. They here to cause confusion. All these weak rappers, Nas, all these suckers, they battling off of...
Prove once and for all that all these people talking about an East Coast, West Coast war, they like the Judas was to Jesus. They only here to cause confusion. We here to bring money and to bring change. They here to cause confusion. All these weak rappers, Nas, all these suckers, they battling.
Huh? I'm trying to bring 1989 back. I was broke in 89. Plus they had me in jail for a year for a crime I didn't commit, so they locked me in chains. I'm gonna come out and turn the chains into diamonds. Nah, you my homie. I wouldn't do that to you. You the homie. But don't forget us now, Deborah, Tupac. All eyes on me. California Love, Roger, Tupac, Dre, coming out 1 week before Christmas.
That's right.
This is the stocking stuffer.
Look out for the new single, Tupac, featuring Dr. Dre, Roger Troutman.
That's right.
Check out the new single. It's all that.
That's right. Honestly, tell the truth. A song with Tupac, Dre, and Roger Troutman, come on, y'all, that's worth your money. Go put your money on that one. Even Chris Tucker tell you that. Chris Tucker. Tell him, man. Hey, don't he look like Rick James up in this song? Nah, all right, that's it. I ain't even gonna start.
Look at him move. Look at him move. Everybody grab a star. Grab a star. Searching for a star.
motherfucker. Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the officer. Weak parts of free on Brooklyn Street. It's on enough. Fuck all that paper repeat. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heart beats down like fast car seats. That's the wind, shake up the concrete. Then the shit stopped when I fall the block. They was called not till they heard that shot.
You are study. Go back and study. Study how party and bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of New York, half of the major New York rappers, or they managers, or they agents, or they somebody was there when I got shot. And nobody couldn't give me no information. Just study that. Study how when Wu-Tang got their chain snatched at 6'6" Dukes, I not only found who did it, but gave them the message that if they want to see the niggas that did it, they can see them. Man to man. Just you and them. No guns, no nothing. If you feel like that. That's all I
ain't got no motherfucker. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. West Side, bad boy killers. You know who the realest is, niggas. We bring it to you. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West Side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus,
my next single is gonna be How Do You Want It, America's Most Wanted, Hit 'Em Up, and California Love, the version that people never could buy. You know what I mean? And Hit 'Em Up is the song which is a classic hip-hop record, meaning a straight battle record to all the Bad Boy staff. You know what I mean? From Puffy to Biggie to Lil Kim Army. And them too, because they've been talking a lot of shit, and I got them. I got songs for them. I got this song called When We Ride on Our Enemies, and I be like, nigga, you barely living. Don't you got sickle cell? See me have a seizure on stage. You ain't living well. Hell, how many niggas wanna be involved? See, I was only talking to Biggie, but I'll kill all of y'all, then ball. And that's the truest shit I could ever have written, because these niggas in Mobb Deep is little kids. When I was in jail, when they came out with that song, where they was like, Thug Life, we still living it. You know, when that song that they had, they were talking about, yeah, they was like, Thug Life, we still living it. I took it as a diss. So from jail, I'm calling my little homies in Atlanta like, yo, they got a show out there. Get with them busters. So my homeboys rolled them niggas like the southern niggas was cowards. In the car, like looking forward, like they didn't see my homeboys going Thug Life, motherfucker, what's poppin'? You know what I mean? So I hate niggas like that. And these are some young busters who's getting souped up by their block to come up against a motherfucker they don't even know. Mobb Deep, you know, like I know, I'll swallow them. Now if this was somebody I couldn't fuck with, I'll tell you. But Mobb Deep, I'll swallow them niggas.
I got my man Tupac in the motherfucking house. Yo, it's me, Luke, and it's Hennessy and Coke. And the Moet. It's 4 niggas up in here. In the fucking Moet. Yo, this is the raw show. You know, I can't even put my man. I gotta put my man in there like that there, you know, because we do that shit wild. Or you be beeping everything. Hell yeah. I be like, beep, 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 beep. So a nigga can talk his mind, say what he want to say. On this motherfucker here, you can just do what you want to do. Up in this bitch with Luke. Look out for the album. Johnny J, Tupac, one of my producers. Hey, I got this album here, baby. It's called You Double album, Christmas. I'ma tell him right now. If you let a nigga talk, I'ma tell him right now. I'ma tell him right now. Can I tell him right now? Can I tell him right now? Oh, all right. Can I tell him the X-rated version? Tell him my friend. Can I tell him? I got some fat shit. A nigga was in jail for 11.5 months. I came out with a lot of shit to talk about. I went in the studio straight from jail, 20 songs, double album, Euthanasia. I got a song with Nate Dogg, I got a song with Roger, I got a song with George Clinton, I got a song with Dre, I got a song with Snoop, I got a song with Corrupt, Jazz, Rage, Faith from Bad Boy. There you go. I got a song with Faith from Bad Boy. We did this track together, so what do I call you, bitch? Hey, nigga, glad to see you up out of that shit. Glad to be out that bitch. You got some freaky stories on there and shit? Well, you know, I really got some shit called All About You and talk about seeing the same hoes in the same videos and going to the same places, seeing the same bitches. I did that song with
Tupac is more than happy with his new label, Death Row. Besides posting his $1.4 million bail, Tupac says he is definitely getting paid.
If you come to Death Row, you will see your art point to a bigger plateau, and you will be paid one of these days. Come on, let's count with me. Come on, y'all, count with me. I ain't tired, right? Come on, count with me, man. Don't get tired of me. Next year, Death Row gonna start printing our own money. We making so much, we need to start printing our own. Watch how I shake the chart, shake the world. Tupac is back. They let me out of jail. I got shot 5 times, and I'm still here.
All Eyes on Me, which ended up being the largest selling record in the history of hip-hop.
When All Eyes on Me went quintuple platinum, Tupac should have received $12 million in royalties and a $5 million advance.
If I remember correctly, there was something like $7,000 in a bank account. There were so few hard assets that the estate tax came in at 0.
Tupac had sold over 14 million records. Where did all the money go? Afeni formed a legal team to dig into Tupac's finances. She was in for a shock. Tupac was broke.
He didn't have investments. He didn't have stocks. He didn't have bonds. He didn't have bank accounts. He had some cars. He had some jewelry, things of that nature.
He was young the way he had his money. Really rich people don't show their money like that. They don't wear $1 million. They have $1 million in the bank.
If I remember correctly, there was something like $7,000 in a bank account. There were so few hard assets that the estate tax came in at 0.
Tupac had sold over 14 million records. Where did all the money go?
Death Row. Besides posting his $1.4 million bail, Tupac says he is definitely getting paid.
If you come to Death Row, you will see your art point to a bigger plateau, and you will be paid one of these days. Come on, let's count with me. Come on, y'all, count with me. I ain't tired, right? Come on, count with me, man. Don't get tired of me. Next year, Death Row gonna start printing our own money. We making so much, we need to start printing our own. Watch how I shake the chart, shake the world. Tupac is back. They let me out of jail.
Nah, you my homie. I wouldn't do that to you. You the homie. You my, but don't forget us now. Death Row, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, California Love, Roger, Tupac, Dre, coming out 1 week before Christmas.
That's right.
This is the stocking stuffer.
Look out for the new single, Tupac, featuring Dr. Dre, Roger Troutman.
That's right.
Check out the new single. It's all that.
That's right. Honestly, tell the truth. A song with Tupac, Dre, and Roger Troutman, come on, y'all, that's worth your money.
I'll go down, don't look at me and Biggie and be like, why is there a big East Coast, West Coast war when you're shooting this to 300 homes, 300 countries, telling them about an East Coast, West Coast war that they would never know exists. So that's where information becomes a problem.
Take a close look at Snoop Dogg, because in days to come, Snoop knows that something's going to happen to Tupac.
And the East Coast, West Coast thing is something that the journalists and people are making just to get paid off this so it can drag out and everybody can have albums. They're perpetuating it so it could be drama. When it all go down, don't look at me and Biggie and be like, why is there a big East Coast, West Coast war when you're shooting this to 300 homes, 300 countries, telling them about an East Coast, West Coast war that they would never know exists. So that's where information becomes a problem.
Snoop knows Tupac's life is in danger.
A lot more shit. We only got 2 weeks to do this whole album. Complete it. Mix it down and everything. We don't have time or the luxury to spend all of this time doing one song. We don't have it. We gotta somehow find a way that we could double up on it. Cause I did my whole album, I know it ain't all of that, but I did my whole album like 3 songs a day. Cause I was just laying it, rocking it, then getting off. You can mix it later and have niggas that love being in the studio all night, just adding a drum beat at a time and shit. You can do that after the rappers leave and shit. There's niggas that love being in the studio that just love listening for the right kick. But for while we in here and you got like 8 rappers here and everybody drinking and smoking and shit, man, get that beat popping, throw them niggas on the track. You catch everybody freestyling, throw them niggas on the track. Boom, that's the name of the song is whatever this nigga said his last word was. We do it, put it down. Then after we finish, we walk out, everybody be here and listen to it. Be like, this the hook, we go in there and lay the hook. If we don't like that hook, the nigga lay another hook, come back out here, you know, waist scratches or whatever. That'd be the song.
Looking like some dude that don't know how to shoot. You got a gun and just shoot randomly. They said this was shot like a a trained killer.
I'm a madman, a pistol grabbing nigga, unleash the Sandman. Promise a merciless retaliation. Nothing is colder. Close your eyes. Hear the ballad of a dead soul. Payback's a bitch. Switch now the tricks pros. Tossed up and never to be heard of. A single witness screaming bloody murder, murder. Blast, tell me, homie, what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro. Homie at the blast on the task force. Stupid coppers tried to play us out. Never that. They took my money and my stash. Time to get them back. I put my secret arrival. 2 block 4 5, time for survival. Death to my rivals. Tell me what you want, Lord. Nobody left after the death of a drug lord. The situation's critical. Nothing is colder than hear the ballad of a dead soldier. This is a ballad of a dead soldier. What you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro. Homie at the blast on the task force. Witness screaming bloody murder, murder. Tell me, homie, what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with
I'm trying to bring 1989 back. I was broke in 89. Plus, they had me in jail for a year for a crime I didn't commit, so they locked me in chains. I'm come out and turn the chains into diamonds. Sales, we got 6 million. Snoop got 4 million. Dog Pound got 3 million. And we keep going. That means we represent that many votes. If we can represent that many votes, we gotta let these politicians be scared of us. That means every time we drop something, y'all gotta pick it up. Every time y'all call for us, we gonna come. Let's Nah, I ain't finna bust no raps. I ain't finna bust no raps. It's on stage, on the screen, on our basketball courts, busting 3-pointers, hitting 40, doing triple-double flips in the Olympics, going to everybody else's country. But they got big block walls stopping people from coming in this country right here. America got a lot of nerve. Now, if they want to act like that, pass laws to add to the Constitution that did not include us Indians, and let the Indians have their country back, and the Mexicans have their country back, and America can find another home. Because that's what's going to happen if they don't start looking out for the people that's looking. They say Jesus is a con man, but you should understand times in this crime land. My third nation, do what you gotta do, but know you gotta change. Try to find a way to make it out the game. I leave this and hope God can see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door? I leave this here. I leave this and hope God see my heart is pure. Is heaven just another door? I don't have anything about, against gay people or nothing. It's just I can respect the person who's gay who come out and say they's gay.
Right.
Then you got your choice. But the other guys,
a lot of the rappers are gay and they don't admit it.
Yeah, 95% of them is closet cases.
Right.
Come on, 95%?
I wouldn't say 95% because I don't know all of them. I know
He's got a lot of.
I know the ones who's on our label was like that.
Isn't it true?
Names.
No, don't name names.
And then that's recently, Dre went to my PO and tried to get me violent, and he snitched on me. I haven't even seen the guy since I've been home.
You're on probation.
I'm on parole, baby.
Parole.
Parole.
I don't know
So
the language.
anyway, he went to my PO.
How many record company executives you know are on parole? Most of them should be, but
the thing about it, he went to my PO, and they made a special case in my parole conditions by saying that he basically put a restraining order against me.
Who did this?
Andre. And only people I know you put a restraining order against somebody unless it's a battered woman, like a wife, a baby mama. I didn't know a so-called gangster rapper would go put a restraining order against another man.
Right. It's very because I know the way.
Is that why you're saying he's gay?
I'm saying he's gay because there's a guy named Bruce, and they've been sleeping together for years.
Oh.
And we had a meeting. We had these meetings in the red room, right? And once we had these meetings, you had to put everything on the table. Everybody had some drinks, and wouldn't nobody lie. Because if anybody get caught lying, it was always a consequence.
Right.
So Tupac stood up and said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Dre, you's a faggot. Dre said, first of all,
right,
I'm not a faggot. He said, okay, well, then you're a homosexual. He said, I'm not a homosexual. I'm bisexual.
These meetings are something
he
else.
said, you bisexual. He said, see, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to be doing songs with a guy who's pounding other guys in the butt. then Dre said, Pac, I thought you was smart. You still dumb. If I want to pound some butt, I could do a woman. I'm
I'm a bisexual because I like to get my cheekbones blew out. I like to get pounded in the butt.
Oh my.
Well, let me just say, let me say something about this meeting because you're bringing us into the inner workings of a record company. A lot of people aren't used to this.
Really?
A lot of us live normal lives.
Trey, use a faggot.
Hello. Started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello.
I don't have anything about, you know.
Kevin Campbell, his little sweet ass up and down Hollywood Boulevard. Quincy Jones, he set up sex rings in Hollywood. Go back and go online and read where Tupac said he was asked by Quincy Jones to fuck him in the ass. When Tupac said no, that's when Tupac was marked for death.
Tupac dissed Dr. Dre, calling him out, saying that Dre can't make up his mind on men or women. When Dre should be producing, he's upstairs sucking dick, eating pussy. This interview was made in 1996, also that same year, dissing Quincy Jones, saying that he was invited to Q's house. Tupac seen Q's daughter and wanted to holler at her. However, Q asked Tupac if he could have a moment with him, and asked Tupac if he would fuck him in the ass. Tupac replied, "I don't get down like that."
He is a dope producer, but he ain't worked in years. And I got tired of that. I didn't think we needed that. I think we didn't need that. And he was owning the company too, and he's chilling. He owning the company, he's chilling this house, sucking dick, eating pussy. I'm out here in the street, you know what I mean? Whooping niggas' ass, starting wars and shit, putting it down, dropping albums, doing my shit. And this nigga's taking 3 years to do one song.
Dre is not coming today. Hey, Dre, why you acting like Dre won't be here today? All the homos will go home. Stop acting like that. Dre's not coming.
Searching for paydays, no longer Dre Day. Arriva Dirt J, grown and forgotten. Rock for plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé. Plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé. Plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé.
LA, California Love Part motherfucking 2 without gay ass Dre.
He is a dope producer, but he ain't worked in years. And I got tired of that. I didn't think we needed that. I think we didn't need that. And he was owning the company too, and he's chilling. He owning the company, he's chilling this house, sucking dick, eating pussy. I'm out here in the street, you know what I mean? Whooping niggas' ass, starting wars and shit, putting it down, dropping albums, doing my shit. And this nigga's taking 3 years to do one song.
Dre is not coming today. Hey, Dre, why you acting like Dre won't be here today? All the homos will go home. Stop acting like that. Dre's not coming.
Searching for paydays, no longer Dre Day. Arriva Dirt J, grown and forgotten. Rock for plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé. Plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé. Plotting child play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Alizé.
LA, California Love Part motherfucking 2 without gay ass Dre.
Me about because everybody's saying because we choose to be organized now that we are emulating Italians and we should emulate Italians because they don't like us. Motherfuckers got it twisted. You know what I mean? We got organization because we peak game. And it's not the mob really that we seeing, it's really the government. They the biggest mob. That's who we study. Governments. Just like me, they say this guy's Mr. Duplicity. He's always saying this good shit to the females, and he say ho and this and that. See, that's where you're wrong. First you tell all the niggas, they tell him Too Short, he never say nice shit. And they telling him he's a horrible person. I say one bad shit on one side, a good shit on the other side, and I'm Mr. Duplicity. What does the world want? They have to sit their politically correct ass down and figure out what it is they want. Because they bullshit. All the time. I'm really into books.
ballad of a dead soldier. Cause it's the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. Compare the ballad of a dead soldier. The plan to take command of the whole family, though underhanded, to be the man that was planned on my road dogs.
Do you think the Black Panthers were successful? Do you think that they were wiped out by the government, or how do you view the situation?
I think that they were successful because they bred me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe myself to be the offspring of the Black Panthers. Mm-hmm. You know, because I see and I learned from what they had. You know, they got did in by the media, their love for cameras, and an extremely sinister government. And they just happen to be born in the same time as a motherfucker named J. Edgar Hoover, a homosexual with a big problem. You know what I'm saying? A big problem. So they just was his victims. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't know is that if they would have let the Panthers continue to do what they was going to do, it wouldn't have been near one of them riots. It wouldn't be half as much as this crime. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. Instead of letting us when we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like how America could go cross country, save another motherfucker's culture, but they'll stay here and fuck our culture off all goddamn day long. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama, you asked me to tell you what they did. The Panthers, what they plan was to do was for black people to do for themselves. And they felt like not hate white people, but just be more black. If we all just stop mixed racing, stop interracial marrying and all of that bullshit, just stay amongst our own families, we'll promote some kind of black love between man and woman. We'll have more kids. And when we have more kids, we'll have a bigger population, you know what I'm saying? And if we own the businesses for our populations, then we'll have more money. If we have money, then we have power. If we have power, then we have land. If we have land, then we are people. You know what I'm saying? Then we, you know what I'm saying, got some kind of power in this country. But so they saw that COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program set up by J. Edgar Hoover, saw that the Panthers were doing a damn good job because all over the country they got this buzz, similar to how Thug Life is.
Drug life?
Thug Life.
Thug life.
Yeah. So now the Panthers got everybody talking about the Panthers and we want to be free and we want decent housing and talking good, not just bitch hole, you know, straight good. And they start infiltrating. Now, why would they do this to a young black organization? And why would you not think they would do it to me? They infiltrated them, meaning they got people to say that they were Panthers, they joined the Panthers, and they would start the ruckus. Like, say, let's go shoot up the Botanical Gardens or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And do it in the name of the Panthers, but it's a cop. You know what I'm saying? And everybody think it's the Panthers because he's dressed like a Panther. You know what I'm saying? And he's screaming the Panthers, but he's a cop. He's been sent by the FBI. They got papers to document this shit. You know what I'm saying? And straight up where Fred Hampton is laying in his bed, they hire his bodyguard to give them a floor plan of this man's house. A floor plan of this man's house. This is what they did to Saddam Hussein. A floor plan of this motherfucker's house. The police is doing this. Had the police raid the shit in the middle of the night. Nobody asked shit, just shoot. This man died in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? And they knew where his bed was. You gonna tell me the police could not get that man? You think you think I can't read? You know what I'm saying? They asked me why I write this shit. You think I can't read? You think I don't know what went down?
So do you, in terms of you feel that you're a product of that, or you
product of society.
About 11:17 p.m. tonight, we had several vehicles traveling eastbound on Flamingo. Officers were at the Maxim Hotel investigating a stolen vehicle when they heard several gunshots being fired down below. They saw a caravan of about 5 cars that were traveling eastbound, heard shots again, approximately 12 to 13 shots were fired. They also saw the black BMW followed by a black BMW station wagon and 3 other cars make a U-turn on Flamingo near the Maxim Hotel. They made a U-turn, proceeded westbound, coming onto Las Vegas Boulevard where they were driving very erratically. They radioed that they heard the gunfire and saw these vehicles traveling in such an erratic fashion. Other officers who were working the strip area were able to get the vehicles stopped here. As you see, the black BMW was traveling on the rims on the right side. Once they got here, they found that the passenger in the black BMW had been shot 4 times, and the driver appeared to be hit with fragments in the head area. At this time, the wounds are life-threatening, but serious, not in critical condition at this time. And the person, as you are already aware, who was the passenger in this vehicle is the known rap performer by the name of Tupac Shakur. I can go home and sleep. I probably get a lot of calls tomorrow, I know.
Hey guys, Dabu7, and I've got a crazy story for you. Tupac Shakur's aunt has become the first woman on the FBI's most wanted list. Assata Shakur has been spoken of and praised by rappers like Common, Mos Def, and many other people. She was charged in 1977 with murdering a cop on a New Jersey Turnpike. And in 1979, she escaped. Her brother Mutulu Shakur, which was a huge influence to Tupac, helped her get away, and he got caught in trouble. But she escaped to Cuba, where Castro gave her political asylum ever since 1984. She's tried to put out books since then. They've tried to hit her with the Son of Sam law, where she can't make no money on them, but she's fought it. She's put out other books. And that's where she sits to this day, and they have upped the the amount of money, the reward on her head, is gone from $1 million up to $2 million. Now, Tupac involved here makes this whole thing so much more interesting for me, because Tupac, believe it or not, is the person that woke me up. Machiavelli, the Don Illuminati. I asked myself, what is the Don Illuminati? I figured out who the Illuminati was, and then I realized this whole thing was a big game. And Tupac realized this too. He fought against it. They tried to kill him, and I believe Tupac attempted to fake his death. He's told me every single thing about it, all of his music. He says that he states it every bit of his plan. He planned to take advantage of a loophole he found in the game and sit back and stack chips tax-free.
Payback's a bitch, switch now the tricks cross, tossed up and never to be heard of. A single witness screaming bloody murder, murder. Blast, tell me homie what you see now. A blind man in a dead body, I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro, homie had to blast on the task force. Stupid coppers tried to play us out, never that. They took my money and my stash, time to get them back. Upon my secret arrival, 2 Block 45, time for survival. Death to my...
Today, alongside the New Jersey State Police, the New Jersey Attorney General's Office, and the United States Marshal for the District of New Jersey, to announce the addition of Joanne Chesimard to the FBI's most wanted terrorist list. While living openly and freely in Cuba, she continues to maintain and promote her terrorist ideology. She provides anti-U.S. government speeches espousing the Black Liberation Army message of revolution and terrorism. No person, no matter what his or her political or moral convictions are, is above the law. Joanne Chesimard is a domestic terrorist who murdered a law enforcement officer execution style. And while we cannot right the wrongs of the past, we can. Today, on the 40th anniversary of Trooper Warner Foster's death, we stand together with the New Jersey State Police to reaffirm our commitment to the capture of Joanne Chesimard. The men and women of the FBI will continue to do all that we can to make sure she is brought to justice.
It grows ever stronger with the knowledge that this killer continues to be free.
Today, on the 40th anniversary of Trooper Forrester's brutal murder, I am pleased and honored to announce the doubling of the reward for the capture of longtime fugitive Joanne Chesimard. Through the assistance of criminal forfeiture funds, we are raising the reward from $1 million to $2 million for the successful apprehension of this convicted murderer. It is our hope that increasing this reward and placing Joanne Chesimard on the FBI's most wanted list will bring greater opportunities for her capture and safe return to New Jersey to continue her prison sentence for the murder of Trooper Forrester.
Ballad of a dead soldier. 'Cause it's the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. Compare the ballad of a dead soldier. The plan to take command of the whole family, though underhanded to be the man that was planned on my road dogs. Yeah. Ballad of a dead soldier. Ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. Compare the ballad of a dead soldier. The plan to take command of the whole family, though underhanded to be the man that was planned on my road dogs. Yeah. Ballad of a dead soldier. 'Cause it's the ballad of a dead soldier. This is the ballad of a dead soldier. Compare the ballad of a dead soldier. The plan to take command of the whole family, though underhanded to be the man that